Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brit Inez, wellness athlete, fitness coach, content creator, and this is the series. This is the prep vlog series. I don't know what we're calling it, so if you got comments about that, comment below. But today we are here to do a check-in. So I'm gonna take you guys through my day. We're checking in with coach today, and then we also have a client to go train. We're doing some out and about stuff. And as of right now, let's see if you can see this. You can see I am 14 and 17 weeks out from my shows that we're getting ready to do. So we started prep February 1st of this year. February 1st-ish, because I got sick and I was like out the count for like 3 weeks straight. But we're in a really good spot, and today we're gonna be checking in to see what coach has to say. So let's get into it. Photos, video.
Do you have a timer on, or do you just... Okay.
Come out on show day. We are 27 and a half. Not that good.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Cool. And then do you want to just do like your left leg? Do you want to do both legs or one leg?
I'll do right. Oh, I want to do glutes too.
Yeah. Nice.
What?
No, it's just funny that your waist is like 27 and your quads are 24.
Yeah.
Basically the same. Little centaur queen.
I feel like 24 is small.
For your legs?
Yeah.
I don't think so proportionally.
38. Yep, 24.
Nice. You send your check-ins always through your computer?
Sometimes I do it from my phone, but I like to have data on my computer so I can look at my like body past seasons. So I've been keeping photos of my weekly check-ins since, gosh, going on about 5-6 years. I'm a bit of a data nerd in that regard. So all my seasons, I have like a prep folder, I have my off-season folder, improvement seasons. I can like literally go back in the years and see how my body has shifted. That also helps me to kind of get a gauge for what my body is doing based on different training protocols, like nutrition and whatnot. I'm always studying it to see what's going on. Like that's how you learn, you know, to be able to go back and look and review. So yeah. So I try to, submit as much as I can from my computer so I can do the whole saving to my Dropbox folder process. But sometimes if I'm just like on the go in the grocery store, I'm just sending it to him. So should hear back from him later on today and see what he has for us, what changes. Though I'm hoping I don't have many to do. That'd be nice.
Because the last week you had change.
Yeah, we brought cardio up to 5 days, 50 minutes after last week's check-in. Cardio increase. I got a cardio increase one more day, and 5 minutes added on to each day that I'm doing, and then that was it. Nothing else has changed with like food or anything. So from right.
Does he have you submit in an app or all email?
Everything's done via email. So he's a bit different. He's kind of like a hybrid between coaches that I've worked with. He has me submitting via email. So I email him like my photos and whatever like updates that I have, and then he'll respond back via text. So
that was my next question. I was like, does he ever send you voice memos or anything?
Not voice memos. I get text messages. He'll send me text messages. Very straightforward and to the point.
Getting all glam.
We just finishing up. Well, we have to try our makeup from our little makeup shopping trip we went on yesterday.
Yeah. How you liking it?
I like it. So it's like a cream and powder blush at Patrick Ta.
Super cute.
She's blushing. She's got complimented. Somebody her gym crush just told her she was really cute. And she was like, me? Me? And then she started blushing, and that's the color. I'm going to call it that color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah.
What else did you get yesterday? I don't remember.
I got that, and then what else did I purchase? I feel like I bought something else. Oh, yeah.
You got the Fenty, right? Or not the Rare
Gomez.
Beauty? The Rare Beauty?
Yeah. That's which I didn't put on today.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I wanted to see how I like the cream, just like in his palette. But, yeah.
Love it.
It was like something, a really neutral, like stainish kind of thing. Like this, but neutral.
Well, we'll HEB today.
Okay. Coolio. And I'm done. All right, let's do this.
Let's go. Woo!
I was going to say to the moon. I'm like, we ain't going to the moon. We're going down the street. You want to take that?
We can do it later. It's fine.
Cool. So we're going to head to Evans now. HEB. Back here. Work. And then
Eventually go to Lush.
Eventually go to Lush. And then out to play. Do some other stuff.
Yeah.
Some creative stuff around Austin. It's my last day here. So I'm going back home to get Momo.
Momo!
My little heart. I can't wait to see him.
See, she does shit on the go.
All the time.
All the
All
time.
the time. All right, bye. So we're almost done with this session, and when we get back, we're going to dig into some stuff, y'all. I have an unreleased prep vlog that I have yet to put out there. I shot this vlog in 2022 competition season. And a lot of people have been asking why I never finished the series, and we're going to get into all that next while we actually watch the vlog that I didn't release yet, and I'm going to share with you guys why I didn't release it, just overall how I felt about the prep season. And I was finally able to put into words how I felt about the season and why I wasn't able to get this out until now. So let's get back to the room and get into it. It's crazy, but I love it. Yeah.
Who's recording you? Here.
Film by Phoenix.
Huh?
Film by Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I got tired of filming. Why I do this is to get to this night before where I'm looking forward to getting on stage and then getting on stage the next day. So it's been an amazing day. Slept in this morning because my cardio was now down and for now. And then just went on my day with getting stuff together, and everything ran smoothly, ran beautifully. This is the most relaxed I've ever felt coming into a show. Like the day prior, the days leading up to it, everything. I was talking to my mom the other night, and she said that she was just like, you know, all the years this new complete. I love how you sound. I love the energy that you have. You don't sound stressed. You don't sound worried. You just you sound like you're having a great time, just having fun. And honestly, that's exactly how I feel about today. Sandy, you know my name. I know. This is okay.
Christina.
Mm-hmm. And Anissa, I don't know if you follow her.
Serena?
Yeah. I figured you did.
Sometimes I don't realize how many bodybuilders
Yeah, and then I was gonna do voiceover stuff over here to just kind of talk about what I felt about the show day.
Mm-hmm.
But it got deleted. I don't know what happened, somewhere in this process.
It shows it. It shows that it's there. But
yeah, and then I was gonna go into talking about landing in Anaheim because Masters USA was in California. This is me kind of getting ready to touch down, and we're getting there. My camera died halfway through, so I stopped vlogging because I was vlogging. It was the same shitty camera, so I stopped. I stopped vlogging because I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. And then there we are.
133 and 152 switch. And 149 and 146 switch. 149 and 146. Right next to each other. Yeah, 146, 149. Now, quarter turn to the
Your legs are a little bent, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I felt like I was squatting into my pose.
It's your money shot, though. That one.
That one, yeah, favorite side.
You can tell.
Quarter turn to the right. Good, okay, face the rear.
So you follow her?
I didn't see your face.
Okay.
I was looking at you.
Don't mind that. Nadia.
Maybe. I know I follow a Nadia. I don't know if it's the same one, though.
Nadia.
Nadia?
She took second.
We're doing stuff.
I know you follow Jess. That's her.
Just who?
G. I gotta see her last name. Jessica Figueroa. Figueroa. That's Nadia. That's Judy. I should know her, but we knew each other. And then I was gonna go into some stills and just kind of talking about, like waking up that day, being on my cycle wasn't in the plan, but I was like, all right, we're here now. Now I'm going to the post show, but this was from actually the, as you can see, the San Antonio show.
And this one was like when you were disappointed when you didn't get your donut, huh?
Yeah,
I
like
to go for this light.
discontinue my fucking favorite donut,
Oh,
bitches.
it's warm. Ah, they're warm. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay.
So now I was just gonna kind of end it with like that and just kind of going into like improvement season, but I just couldn't figure out another way to kind of wrap it other than just kind of end it here. So and this was like really cool together with footage that I had from film Jordan, my friend Jordan, and then like still photos on stage.
Your voice has changed.
I know.
You're so soft, so much softer.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you seem very like, you talk up like that.
I talk up.
Yeah, like your head up.
Now?
No, then. Like in the this interview, like you're like you kind of like have your head up a little bit higher than the way that you like look at people now. It's like the way that you look at people and the camera, like whenever I have the camera on you, you like look into it versus like
Looking up?
yeah.
I don't know why. Or, yeah.
That was just something that like that I noticed. See? Do you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
No, I can totally
You just
see it.
seem like such a different soul now.
I'm very... we didn't change. I definitely am different now. Physically, mentally, just... spiritually, I'm different. I'm not this person. I was proud of this girl, but I'm just... yeah, I'm very different now.
Yeah, no, super proud of you. Like, your fucking quads, your fucking the package.
Yeah, because this was actually like... this show, I was just like, man, I wish we were leaner coming into it. My coach, like, we knew that was like my qualifier. He's like, don't worry, we're just going to get a qualification.
Yeah.
Like, what matters is this show. And I just felt like, the reason I was so disappointed is I'm like, okay, well, this is the show that matters. And I felt like it wasn't still my best. And it was such a long process to get to it. You know what I mean? And I would have felt better about it had I known that, okay, well, you know what, you actually were kind of fucking up. Actually, you did kind of skip on cardio. You did kind of give it, but I did not, because I was just like, I'm in it, like, this is going to be it. And then I stayed, like, it was one of the first shows that I stayed at, like, all the way to the end for feedback, like, all the way to the end. And, like, after hearing, like, you weren't conditioned enough, you weren't lean enough, your glutes weren't big enough, I'm just like, damn, like, I can understand the growth part of it, you know, switching from figure to wellness, totally understand that, but, like, just to diet for that long, stick to it, and you still not lean enough, like, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like...
How long before, like, how long after your flight was your show?
I flew in. I always fly in super early. This show was on Saturday. This show was on Saturday or Sunday. I was there Tuesday. Yeah, I was there Tuesday because I always want to give myself time after flights. Not that I carry a lot of like weight, like load and everything anyway, but yeah.
But then you had other factors in life that were stressful. And did you have anybody there with you?
So Mikey flew in, so I wasn't be by myself.
Oh.
Yeah, he flew in. Was he there the whole time? Yeah, because my family couldn't afford to make it out there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't expect. I don't expect him to come either.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot. But yeah, no, he was my person. He's who I had. Yeah.
And how long before that did your dog pass, and how long before that was your breakup?
Oof. So this show was October. We broke up. The breakup happened in July. About 3 weeks later, my dog crossed, and it was a horrific way to see him go. Like, it wasn't peaceful. Like the breakup wasn't peaceful. Doobie crossing wasn't peaceful. Like, basically, my mom and I had gone looking for the apartment I live in now, and I took her out to lunch that day. I'm like, let's go out to lunch, like, you know. And then I remember we went, and then we got back home, and he puked. I'm like, okay, maybe he just got a little something with the stomach. And then I went to work, and I was actually interviewing for the agency. And I was like, I had to do some portfolio stuff to put together. And then my mom called me. She was like, I think you should come downstairs. She was like, it's due, I think you should come downstairs. I'm like, what's going on? And then every time he would puke, like, his legs would get up. And I quickly realized that he was basically seizing. So I sat up with him all night, overnight in the bathroom with him, because he couldn't, like, he was waking up and like collapsing. And then, and I was just like, well, if this is it, like, I don't want him to be alone. So I like stayed in the bathroom floor with him. And then that morning I took him, because I was just like, well, if I don't know what I can do. And we get there, and the vet is just like, well, his organs are failing. And I was just like, okay. I was like, well, is there something that we can do? And he was like, well, if we run tests, I'll be honest. He was like, it's showing signs that his kidneys are shutting down. Like, there's not really much that we can do. And if you keep him here, he's not gonna have a good quality of life. Like, he was starting to go blind. Like, it was just a lot of stuff. And I just knew, because I got him, my grandmother and mom got me for him, so she was like my last gift from her before, and he just grew up with me. He's my college dog, and we were at Purdue together, like chilling and kicking it. And he had to go that day. He couldn't come home after that. So that happened 8/18, and then everything just had to kind of keep moving. You don't really have time to stop and soak and be in a funk, and you definitely can't eat, you can't drink. So I'm just like, all right. I just felt like I never really got to grieve, like not really. And I just hyper focused on the shows and everything. So yeah, so that happened. So July was a breakup. Doobie crossed and became one of my little angels in August, and then the qualifier was October, and then this was November. So it was not a smooth prep at all.
Which is funny, because you said that it was in this video, so that's why I was like, when we were watching it, I was like, and that was a lie.
Yeah, well, I felt like by the time show day came around, I was like, okay, you know what, like, I'm here. So I've had previous preps where, like, peak week, I felt very stressed out. Like, I didn't feel calm coming into the show. Even though the season itself, like, wasn't that calm, I felt calm, like, the week of, like, especially, like, the qualifier, as I could. You know what I mean? Because there was suit drama that happened with both shows. This wasn't my suit. This was not my original suit.
Oh yeah, because you said that's whenever you had to get, like, last second one from Angel or whatever.
I didn't. So this yellow suit, like, my original suit was this orange one that I wore at, like, Masters USA's. And that was, like, the original suit that I paid for, all that. Well, when I got this shipped, the suit designer, it was my first time working with her long distance, and she never took measurements. So when I got it, it didn't fit. Like, it just did not fit at all. Didn't fit. And I didn't have time to send it back and her send me another one, so she sent me one that she already had off the rack, which was the yellow one. And even the yellow one itself, like, it fit a little bit better, but I still had to, like, sew, like, the sides of it a little bit, and it wouldn't, like, stay up on my hips. Yeah, it wouldn't stay up. So, like, by the time I got to, like, all right, we're here, we're at the hotel, getting ready to go on this show, like, I'm like, I know I did everything I could. I'm going to get my call. I can't worry about this. Let me just get through this, and then we'll continue on the prep, and we'll just finish. And that's where I was at.
I feel like so much has changed. Like, not only in the way that you speak or hold yourself, and obviously there's a difference between, like, when you hold yourself, like, on off season and, like, when you're deep into prep. Like, there's always gonna be a shift change. But, like, even the way that you pose, like, and I know that that's been something that you've been focusing on a lot lately, but you have so much more flow, and you exude way more confidence, because, like, that Brittany over there, like, she looks great, but, like, you can see that you're in your head. Like, the way that you move your hands, it's just a lot stiffer.
Yeah.
And then whenever you turn, you do, you kind of almost do like a cheer, like, you know, like getting ready kind of thing. Which I've never seen you do that.
Yeah. I was very, I'm going to say, I wasn't nervous on stage this day. I was disappointed on stage this day.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was so just like...
You seem in your head.
Oh, I definitely was. Well, I mean, I woke up that day with my period.
Yeah.
And I was so like I was just visibly, like, I was holding water. I know to people looking at it, they're like, oh, what do you mean? You're this, you're that. But, like, you know what your body looks like when you're on your cycle, even if you're not competing. You know what I mean? Versus not. So, yeah, I mean, I remember waking up that morning, like, that's never happened before. And I got better as the day went on. I got better. But prejudging, I was not a huge fan at all. Yeah, I just remember sitting in the room, like, I was sitting in the bathroom, like, when I realized that my period had started, I was like, fuck, I don't even want to go to this venue.
Yeah.
Like, but I had to go see V to get my makeup done, so I was like, alright, well, look, we at least gonna go have fun. Like, at the end of the day, that's what we're gonna do, and let the chips fall where they fall type deal. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
For your things, because I mean that's all it is, right? It's all life lessons.
It definitely is.
Competition lessons. Here's what we're not gonna do.
Oh, gosh.
This is how we're going to prepare.
Yes. Yes.
If you have your period, at least it's not gonna be like a huge shock, because I mean you've already done it. You've been done that, and you checked it off.
Yeah.
And your posing is so much better. I feel like she puts her butt out a lot.
Yeah, she does. I mean, that's
probably the reason why, like, it gives you that more of that S shape.
Yeah. We now have the same coach. I don't know if I told you that.
That's funny now.
Yeah. Yeah, we now have the same coach.
Because, like, from here to here, like, you have the same amount of glute. And this is your not favorite side.
Exactly. But this person over here is also, like, shooting from, like, off to the side diagonally.
But no, like, even that, so her bum there. Because I'm just saying that because of the feedback that you got.
Yeah.
And your glutes have obviously grown since then, too. But I just think that it was a lot, like, it was that illusion of the posing that was, like, just lacking.
Yeah.
And that's something that you've worked very hard on this year, so that's why, like, I know it's just going to be so much better.
Yeah. Like, 1,000%, I'm so fucking excited at what's going to happen this year. Like, I just feel better about my body coming into it, because I feel like now when I meet people, they're like, wellness. Like, it's very obvious, it's very apparent, and I feel like this is like my first run switching divisions. So I'm like, okay, well, is it enough? Like, because I remember even being at check-ins, the athlete check-ins, I was looking at girls and like, gosh, these girls are so much bigger than I am. So even kind of like then, you know what I mean? It was just, it was just a lot of me being in my head. But I think now, kind of like having stepped out of it, like taking the prep goggles off and like looking back on it, I'm like, it's a hell of a first like transition into it.
Yeah, 100%.
From a totally different division. So now I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do this again.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do this again. Let's go run. We gonna run this back. There's a lot of those other things in my life, like granted, a lot of those you can't control, breakups, people, all that. But I feel like I now have such a better, more peaceful space and energy around me, which is why probably you feel a difference around me too. Oh, you're gonna tell me nothing until now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel like a difference.
And it very much shows.
Yeah.
It very much shows. And I'm, like, on my end, I'm like, I can't wait. Like, I can't wait to, like, just, like, continue to document it because it's going to, like, you have so much love for this sport.
I do. And
it's just, like, I don't know, like, over the last couple of days, it's like we geek out about it, like guys geek out about like football, you know? So it's just kind of, it's fun. And like the fact that you are so obsessed with it and so dedicated to it, like it's gonna be good.
It is. It's gonna be a year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a golden year.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a golden year.
It is a golden year.
Yes, exactly.
So we're gonna put her original video up. I'm gonna make slight changes.
Yeah, and then I feel like I just got in my head a lot, like with the back pose. Like, I don't know what. Like, I feel like I was just embarrassed with my posing because I looked at it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this isn't how you practice this. So I felt like I felt like I disappointed myself more than anything else because I'm like, I did all this and I didn't present as good as I could have. You know what I mean?
I do 100%. Because that's what I feel about Texas State for me. Is that like, I got 6 out of like 15, which isn't bad. Like, it's not terrible for my first show, right? I mean, there's plenty of people that get 6 like consistently, you know, and then they end up on the Olympia stage. So like,
yeah, it definitely happens.
All the winners have lost, and I know for me going into my show, I just was not like, it wasn't the way that I anticipated it going, and I didn't talk about it on my YouTube or anything like that for a long time, like until very recently. So I very much understand.
Yeah.
Very much understand, like, you being embarrassed, but you shouldn't be embarrassed because it's a part of the journey, and like being able to communicate that and share that with other people is only going to make it so much more attainable and inspirational for other people walking in, like looking in, that want to do it, that don't feel like they're good enough.
Yeah.
Because you're good enough, everyone's good enough.
Yeah.
You know, like,
definitely. Like, I felt like this whole year season was a lot of like confirmation for me, like, okay, you picked the right division, you belong here, like this is where you need to be, like we're only gonna go up from here. Whereas in other years I felt like I was still trying to find my fit, because I never really felt it. I didn't feel like I felt like I fit in bikini, and I definitely didn't feel like I fit in figure, like towards the end of that season. So, but now I'm like, okay, this is it. Like, we can't go anywhere else. Like, this is it. Like, yeah. So I'm definitely excited. I also feel like, and I've been very vocal about this in my other conversations, I would love to see more Black women in sport. Like, and I mean, I just would. Like, I felt like I had, when this sport came, I was just like, oh wow, you know, Black women were worth. Like, dominate like this, you know,
this
division.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I said there's not room for anyone else because there are a lot of impressive athletes with physiques, but I'm just like, where
y'all at?
Where we at? Where y'all at? Like, where is everyone? You know?
Yeah.
And I just feel like it should be more of us in this division.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like genetically we were built for this to be more in our favor than what I'm seeing reflected on stage. That's what I'm trying to say.
100%. No, I knew exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
I knew
like,
exactly what you meant. Yeah. I agree. I think that's what I was kind of saying. And like whenever you were starting to do your makeup yesterday, I was like, I love the fact that we can start documenting you because you're breaking the mold for so many people. And that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't feel like there's a lot of Black women bodybuilders on YouTube in general. And if they are, they're not very like well represented. And the fact that like you need to have that representation so then again people feel welcomed.
Yeah, very much so. Because I do think that even though this is something that is very niche, you know, there's a lot of curiosity around it. And I mean, it's just, I even see it walking in airports, just talking to people. When they find out about it, we're in a whole 30-minute conversation about like bodybuilding. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a very, I think because I live it in my day-to-day, I don't realize how foreign it is, but it's such a foreign concept to so many people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it could be a lot more fun than what people think it is too. So I'm really glad that we have this going so that we can find, this is what I've always wanted. And as you can see, like I just juggle a lot, so it's hard for me to do this on my own. Like it's just really fucking hard. So that's why I just kind of got discouraged with it too. I was just like, I can't, like I physically cannot.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to keep all the
balls
stuff going. Yes. Yes.
Glass balls.
All the glass
balls.
Yeah, we can't. Yep.
Rubber balls.
Yep. Well, the rubber ball we can keep bouncing, but like this has been like a rubber ball for me that I can like bounce enough.
It's like starting to roll.
Yeah, like it's starting to get heavy. So I guess this ain't gonna get up in a minute. Like you know what I mean? So like I very much know that everything is about like divine timing. I believe in that fully, alignment, and I feel like this is a time where things just are now like okay, fully into place.
And the thing that I love so much is that like every time we talk, like anytime we go anywhere, they're like, oh no, like you're ready, you know? Mm-hmm. Like it's every day we hear it. Like we hear it because we're together, obviously. So that's why I'm saying I'm putting me in the we. But like
no, we do.
We hear it at least once a day from random people, you know?
Yeah, and I'm like, I've never gotten that kind of. Not that I look for people to like, hey, tell me how I look, you know? People, but like I've never had people just come up to me and be like, okay, so when's the show? Or
like unsolicited.
Yeah, or like, oh, you pro? Like it's just I'm like, this year, not yet. Like you know, almost. Yeah, this was claiming it. But no, I've never had this much positive feedback about my physique so far out from a competition either. So I'm like, okay, we must have did our damn thing like in our improvement season then, because you know it's kind of hard to feel like you did anything in improvement season because you don't see it.
Yeah.
Really see it, and then you got your other lens and stuff on that's covering stuff too.
Yeah. But
now I really feel like it's very
evident,
apparent. Yeah, it's been very apparent. So I'm super excited. I'm just excited.
I'm glad we watched this.
I am too, and I felt like. Because I've watched this, and I can't tell you until I started this video and stopped it. But I didn't want to get through it. I was like, I'm not going to bother. And then it's just kind of like, it wouldn't take long for me to sit down and do this
360 seconds.
Yeah, it literally would not take long for me to sit down and do it. But I just feel like I just always had this stuff around it that I was never able to fully express why I didn't put this out until now.
So this is your first physique check-in.
Yes, it's my first one.
We're waiting on feedback from Coach. We'll probably get that soon. But in the next video, we're gonna be sharing the show day vlog.
Yes, the show day vlog from 2022. Wellness debut. Me too.
Okay, so what are we doing next? We're gonna go to Lush.
We're gonna go to Lush. Yeah, we can. I'm gonna go to Lush. We can go to Lush, and then
we can come back.
Sunday. That was like a bad bus. I didn't plan on buying, but I need it. That's my happy dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got back from Coach and he's happy. So the responses that he said today, basically on track and things are getting insane. So he's very happy with the shape that I have. At this point, we are keeping food the same, carbs, food, cardio, that's also gonna stay the same. And he gave me some posing tweaks to work on. So one of the things that he does is when I send him my posing videos, he'll send me like frame by frame corrections that he wants me to work on making. So then what I do is I kind of save them and then I'll reference them when I'm doing like my posing practice. That way I can kind of like go back to them and see what I need to do. So I got my things to work on for this week. It's now all coming down to like the final like transitional kind of aspects of the poses that we also want to make sure that I'm dialing in as well, to make sure that the shape is always being presented. So yes, I'm happy, he's happy, and this is just, I kind of feel like no news is good news, and in some kind of ways this prep has just been so good so far. I've just been like, okay, is this like this it? Like there's not another shoe that's going to drop? Like what's happening? But I think it just really is a testament to how intentional I was in the improvement season with eating and only eating things that digest well, making sure my body fat didn't get out of range of where we needed it to be to start at this point. So, and just kind of also looking back at my old video earlier that you got to see pretty soon from the last season, just kind of seeing where I was at then and where I'm at now. Like I'm already now close to where I was at then at the end of the season. So I'm excited. So until the next physique update, y'all, that is it for today. If you guys have questions on things you want me to cover in this series, please let your girl know. I am so open to talk about this part of the journey, all aspects of it, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Comment down below, let me know, okay? And I will see you guys all in the next one. Talk to you later. Peace.